the darkness seems so strong, and you just can't go on. Pray for your helping hand. You'll see the sun will rise again. You'll find the strength to carry on up to heaven where you belong. 'Cause life is but a journey for us all.
Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers from around the world. Welcome to a brand new episode of your program, Building a Better Future. I'm still your host, Malik, and I'm still joined by the Imam of the Colorado Muslim Society, Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid. You can catch him on his website, www.karimabuzzaid.com, all lowercase, on YouTube at IslamWay71, and most importantly, of course, on Huda.tv. Now, you guys were having a really fun discussion. We're talking about the criteria for choosing a spouse, and more specifically, your wife. I know what a lot of guys are thinking right now. They're thinking, okay, well, I already have my criteria. She better be tall. She better be blonde. Most importantly, she better have a green card because I want to move to America. If that's your criteria, you're way off base and you didn't check out the last episode. Sheikh, we're talking about how to pick a wife. What else can you share with us?
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika lah, wa ashhadu anna sayyidana wa nabiyyana Muhammadan abdullahi wa rasuluh. Beside the aqidah, the creed of that Muslim woman that you want to get married to her, you want her to help you to get to Jannah. And you're going to be a helper to her to get to Jannah. You better choose a woman who knows Surah An-Nur. Teach your women Surah An-Nur. Surah An-Nur, ya Malik, presents to the Ummah the law of the house. And the only one who will enforce this is the wife. We shared with the viewers the first episode and also a piece of the previous episode. The first episode was the last one, and a piece of the one before it. And we repeated it twice, and we have repeat it with this episode too for those viewers who did not catch the previous episodes.
Okay.
That the surah began with talking about adultery and the punishment of adultery. And I know some people may look at this as barbaric, but you see, adultery is a devastating crime.
Well, adultery itself is barbaric, we should say.
Yes.
Right.
It destroys the family. Now the surah presented the preventative measures to stop this from happening to begin with. Now the wife is the key.
And what were those measures?
Lowering the gaze.
Number one.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
Asking permission to enter the house.
We talked about that.
And if the permission is not granted, then you just go away. There is something also, by the way, mentioned in the surah that I forgot the last episode, that it's time now to bring it up, that even inside the house, you must ask permission to enter into the bedroom. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. This is in Surah An-Nur.
Again.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا, O you who believe, ليستأذنكم الذين ملكت أيمانكم والذين لم يبلغوا الحلم منكم 3 مرات. Let those who live with you in the house and those who did not reach the age of puberty seek permission to enter into your bedrooms at 3 times.
Even if they haven't reached puberty?
Even if they did not reach puberty.
Why?
Because if you are in your bedroom with your wife and there is something happening, husband and wife relationship, and your son enters,
right,
this is going to be printed in his memory till the end of time.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
Yeah, of course.
You may be in a position that is not decent. That's the word that they use in the West.
Okay.
I mean, you're decent, but...
Yeah, in this context.
Yes, in that context. So, when? من قبل صلاة الفجر. After midnight until Fajr.
Okay.
ومن بعد صلاة العشاء, and after you pray Isha.
Okay.
So the whole night basically.
Yes, okay.
وحين تضعون ثيابكم من الظهيرة, when you take your naps, when you take your clothes off, to take a nap.
Okay.
You teach your children that. Don't enter my room without a permission. Your child, your own son, your own daughter, knock on my bedroom before you enter. Who's going to enforce this? Who's going to teach this but the wife? That's why you need a wife like this. You need a wife like this. We talked about seeking permission. We talked about standing on the road
Right.
You have to give the road its rights. And one of the rights is what? Lowering
the gaze.
Don't look at other people. Maharim. Don't look at them. This woman you're looking at is a daughter of a brother.
Or a wife of somebody.
Of a wife of a brother.
Yeah, of course.
A mother of a brother.
That's how we have to look at women.
Yes.
Like it could be your sister or your aunt.
Yes. Would you like somebody to look at your maharim like this?
No.
At your relative like this? Come on.
Yeah, of course.
Come on. Treat people the way that you like to be treated. Don't just think about yourself. Then comes in the issue of hijab for the women.
Okay, this is a huge controversial issue.
It's not really controversial. It's
Okay.
just, you see the problem, Malik, that our sisters do not understand why the hijab was prescribed.
It's become a cultural piece really now.
No, it is not a,
It's
well,
become
yeah,
that.
it's
It's
become
become that,
but
yeah.
it's never a cultural piece.
Yeah.
There are some people who say that is the hijab in the Quran? Yes, it's in the Quran, in Surah An-Nur, this surah. That's what recited. And another surah called Surah Al-Ahzab, surah number 33, Surah Al-Ahzab, another surah. يا أيها النبي, O Prophet, قل لنسائك يا أيها النبي قل لأزواجك وبناتك ونساء المؤمنين يدنين عليهن من جلابيبهن ذلك أدنى أن يعرفن فلا يؤذين وكان الله غفور رحيم. This is the verse in Surah Al-Ahzab, surah number 33. O Prophet, tell your wives, because some of them also they say what, this is only to the wife of the Prophet. No, tell your wives and your daughters and the women of the believers.
نساء المؤمنين, we said.
ونساء المؤمنين يدنين عليهن من جلابيبهن, to lower their garments over their basically chest and the body. ذلك أدنى أن يعرفن. This is in order to be known as chaste women. You see the way you dress, Malik? This is how you present yourself.
Right.
I know a lot of the sisters say, okay, Sheikh, I don't have any intention to cause temptation in the hearts of people if I wear a micro jib or a mini jib.
Right,
no, it's the way that you perceived.
Yeah. The eye of the beholder.
you lived in Europe, in
California.
America, California, San Francisco. Have you ever seen somebody who's trying to flirt with a nun?
No,
A nun, a Catholic nun.
They know there's nowhere to go.
Because that's how they presented themselves.
Yeah, that's the last place they're going to look.
You see, what our women are not paying attention to, that the hijab frees them.
It frees them from the eyes and the mind of the men.
Not only this. Imagine having to look like Barbie every time you go out of the house.
Great stress.
Very stressful.
Yeah.
How many times our sisters do not feel like putting makeup on?
Yeah.
They do not feel like, why are you doing this?
Putting yourself together for hours in the
A
morning.
woman having to go outside, all she has to do is just make sure. I mean, now we go into the issue of hijab and niqab. Okay. The minimum is the face and the hands. You could show those.
Okay, no problem.
A consensus over this. The face and the hand. Even so, the niqab is, at this time of fitna, is the most favored piece. Even in countries like they ban them now, subhanallah.
Yeah.
They ban them from wearing niqab, but yet they don't ban the women from walking naked on the beaches.
For example, in France, they didn't let the young girls wear hijabs, but in Greece, the women walk naked. This is another issue that makes us irritated.
But again, but remember, we want to bring up what? The generation
the next generation
that will change this.
Yeah.
That will change this. Okay. So hijab in Islam is not a scarf, ya Malik. It's not a scarf.
It's not a scarf wrapped around your head that shows half your hair.
Hijab must have 7 conditions for it to be hijab.
Okay.
What they call this thing is called khimar.
This is called a khimar.
Scarf.
Okay.
Scarf. This is called scarf. But the hijab is different. The hijab, number 1, must cover all of your body. Pants are not hijab.
Even if they're loose.
Sisters who pray with pants, your salah is not accepted. Your salah is invalid, because one of the prerequisites for the salah,
of course,
is to cover your awrah. I see sisters praying with pants on.
Yeah, I've seen it myself as well.
Is invalid.
Yeah.
The salah is invalid with this. You must cover, and it must be baggy. That's 2. So it must be cover all of the body.
And loose.
Showing, that's what I mean by baggy. Loose,
yeah.
Showing the hands is okay. The hands.
And your face.
And the face. The face meaning the front, not the hair. Not the hair.
Right.
Okay, and Not one of these, some sisters, they wear this hijab, I call it, that car, convertible car?
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
The hijab, like, it
shows half your hair.
but is not really fixed. So it comes like this, then the hair shows.
It's just thrown on purpose, halfway.
Yeah, halfway, and then she covers, and then...
Convertible.
Or when she reads the Quran, she covers, and then when the Quran is done...
Give me a break.
You see, I think what is causing this confusion too, Malik, that a lot of our sisters, they think hijab is a religious symbol. Symbol?
Yeah.
That's the word?
Yeah.
Like the cross?
Yeah, symbol, yeah.
Symbol. No, hijab is not a religious symbol. A person can stay a Christian without wearing a cross.
And we see the nun, yeah, right, good point.
But a sister without a hijab, she is violating her deen. And this is unfortunate because on this basis, like in France, they legislated that thing.
Yeah.
They think that these are religious symbols. No, we say to the French people, and I know they know it, hijab is not a religious symbol. Hijab is a religious requirement for a woman, like the salah, like the zakah, like the fasting, like the hajj.
Right. You're violating their religion by
Yes.
implementing these oppressive laws.
Yes.
Right. It's not a cross, you can take it off, go
So,
here.
very quickly, because they are telling us we have 2 minutes, but we're going to come back from our break, right?
Inshallah.
So, it has to be baggy.
Okay.
It cannot be see-through. That's 3.
Okay.
It cannot be of a color that attracts attention either.
Bright colors.
Bright colors.
Bright orange, bright pink, whatever, yeah.
Yes, that
Okay.
it cannot get attention.
Okay.
It cannot be scented.
Okay.
A woman who goes out of her house scented, she's in one of the wording of the hadith, and the hadith sahih, like she is cursed. This is not her as a person, by the way. Once we talk about curse,
Okay.
okay, the deed
is cursed.
is cursed.
Okay, yeah.
If she leaves the deed, she's good.
Okay, very good.
All right. The garment also cannot be mimicking or looking like a male garment.
Yeah, which is jeans actually. Also.
Jeans.
Because men wear
Pants.
jeans. Yeah, trousers.
Trousers.
Yeah, anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and it cannot look like the garments of the non-Muslims. It has to be a Muslim garment.
And this is a tricky concept. We'll talk about inshallah after the break.
Yeah, so these are the conditions that must be fulfilled in that hijab.
Okay, thank you, Sheikh. And inshallah, you guys stay tuned. We have another segment. We have a lot of interesting things coming up. Stay tuned for the answers.
Up to heaven, heaven where I belong.
فلا وربك لا يؤمنون حتى يحكموك فيما شجر بينهم ثم لا يجدوا في أنفسهم حرجا مما قضيت ويسلموا تسليما. There are 3 levels. Sister Rayhan from Bahrain.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Fahim from Sweden. السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم Sheikh, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, بارك الله فيك Fahim. May Allah bless you and your family.
Sheikh, I have one question.
Now, that is not allowed. Why isn't allowed? Because the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man ghasha falaysa minna." He who deceives or betrays does not belong to us. He's not one of us. A person who is given the sadaqah or leading the prayer does not have necessarily to be praying fard. Maybe he's praying the nafl that is after the prayer, the 2 sunnah after dhuhr or after maghrib or after isha. And the follower, the imam, will be praying with the intention of offering the fard that he has missed. Okay, barakallahu feek.
Up to heaven, heaven where I belong.
Thank you guys for staying with us and tuning back into your program, Building a Better Future. Sheikh, we're talking about a lot of interesting concepts. I'm really happy to be here and I'm learning a lot myself. We're talking about what is hijab, what isn't hijab, and things of this nature. And of course, these are very important if we're going to choose not just a wife, but a mother. So what else should we look for?
Like, Jazakallah khair Malik, Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah. Like we said, you want a woman who observes the etiquettes and the manners of a woman, the way that it was delivered in the Quran, in Surah An-Nur. Marry a woman who knows Surah An-Nur. And I invite the masjid imams, the imams of the masajid in Europe, in America, the rest of the world, hold special classes to teach the women Surah An-Nur, to teach them the etiquettes of a woman, how she should walk, how she should talk, and how she should be dressed
as well
in public as well. So we talked about the fact that lowering the gaze for women. We talked about the dress code, and hopefully we'll cover this.
Right.
The
himar and the hijab.
Hijab. Makeup, absolutely not. For who are you making up?
In the house, it's fine.
In the house, it's fine.
Okay.
Be a Barbie in the house.
Okay.
Be whatever you want to be in the house. But again, as long as it's lawful.
Yeah, of course.
As long as there is a lawfulness. But outside, absolutely not. Shaking the hands.
And this is something that has affected not just America, but the Muslim countries as well. This is affecting all of us everywhere now.
I'm laughing because, you know, we as imams, we go and visit a lot of people. And then, especially if they are women, they don't know that we will not shake hands. Rasul Sallam never shake the hand.
On no occasion. And he would just put his hand on his heart or
Yes.
accept the pledge.
Accept the pledge without shaking
Okay.
hands. And he said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and listen to this, listen to this. لئن يضرب أحدكم بمخيط في رأسه خير له من أن يمس امرأة لا تحل له. For you to be stabbed with a needle in your head, you know, that not a needle that you sew with, a needle, المخيط, a needle that you, a long needle, and I know a long needle that you do the carpet with, that big stuff with.
Like a
to
nail,
be
really.
stabbed with a needle in your head
Is better than shaking a woman's
is
hand.
better than shaking a woman who is not for you, lawful for
What's
you
the
to
big
shake.
deal? Someone might say, "Come on, shake. What's the big deal? Be modern, shake."
What modern? What
This is
modern?
what people might say.
What modern? What modern? No,
What-
touching a woman. Subhanallah, I was laughing at the very beginning because I always, were confronted with the situation all the time.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you go, for example, to a university to speak about Islam, to a church to speak about Islam, or to
Any
a college
function,
to
really.
speak, any function,
Yeah.
and
First
then
thing.
the woman comes right away,
What do
and
you
then
do?
and then what you gonna do? So we were sitting, four of us, imams, and we thought, okay, we all face that situation every other day almost.
Yeah.
Can we compete to come up with the best way to let them know that
Yeah.
I cannot shake your hand, but in a funny,
In a nice
interesting
way, not in an offensive way.
not
yeah.
in an offensive way.
Yeah.
So
What did you guys-
everybody, my answer, I said, marry me and I will shake your hand.
That's good. That's really good. So that's what you say if a woman presents your hand. You say,
No, not everybody. Of course, they look at you like
These guys-
But marry me and I'll shake, because if you marry me, you become lawful.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
of course, yeah.
But of course, this is teasing. This is not,
It's not-
I mean, this violates already asking a righteous
Oh, of
woman.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, but in a way, shaking the hands, it's a preventative
Okay.
measure.
Because you do feel something when you
Right,
shake a woman's hand.
right.
Yeah.
Mixing.
This is affecting not just Americans and Europeans, but this is affecting Arabs and everyone in the Muslim countries as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is a big
mixing. Unnecessary mixing.
Yeah, this is a huge evil.
Careless mixing. And people tell you, well, what do you want to say, segregate? Yeah, akhi, I tell you something. Every evil begins from there.
You know, I work somewhere, I'm sorry to shake, where it's only men employed, and people say, oh, this is backwards, why is there only men there at this office place? You wouldn't know how much my wife appreciates it.
Oh,
She
yeah.
knows, he's
yeah.
with a bunch of men.
When Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, Malik went to Madian, fleeing from Egypt, after that accidental death of the Egyptian. وَلَمَّا وَرَدَ مَاءَ مَدْيَنَ, when he arrived, this is in the Quran, Surah Al-Qasas, when he arrived at the water wells of Madian, وَجَدَ عَلَيْهِ أُمَّةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ يَسْقُونَ وَجَدَ مِن دُونِهِ مَمْرَأَتَيْنِ تَذُودَانِ, and he saw two women standing by the side. So the shepherds are watering their flocks, and those women are
On the side.
on the side. They are not mixing with the men.
Excellent.
He did not like this. These women are waiting out there on the side, and these guys, I mean, those are just two women. What is wrong? And then he went to them and said, مَا خَطْبُكُمَا, why are you standing like this? Or to the side. قالتا لا نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء. We will not water our flocks until these men leave. يصدر الرعاء يمشوا يعني.
Another preventive measure, as we said.
And the reason we are out to begin with, وأبونا شيخ كبير. And our father is an old man.
And that's the reason they're out to begin with.
See, the non-Muslims knew wallahi, how to hit the ummah.
What do you mean, Sheikh?
They are promoting outside for the Muslim women, come outside, you got to work, you got to be equal to the man, you got.
This and that.
And they abandon the best place, Malik, that they can excel and do the work of Allah.
Which is?
Bringing up the children.
Bringing up the children, the cornerstone of our community.
No one can do it but the mother.
But Sheikh, we're putting a lot of information, a lot of responsibility on the wife. The husband's the head of the household.
He should provide.
Okay,
His
he's
job is to
providing,
provide.
and she is raising.
Malik, I live in America, as you know. Wallahi, and I'm telling, and again, I don't like to take oath all the time, but I'm just want the viewers to see this. I know sisters who go to work, and their paycheck, all of it, and sometimes they have to add to it, goes to the babysitter.
So it's a lost cause. It's washed in the middle.
So you're paying somebody to bring up your children?
You're working to pay somebody to bring up your children.
And sometimes, Malik, not in all the cases actually, these babysitters are not Muslims. So here is a Muslim woman working for non-Muslims,
Exposing herself to
fitna, dressed in a way that pleases the boss, and at the end of the day, she pays a non-Muslim woman to bring up the next generation.
So with this formula, this generation is going nowhere and the next generation is going nowhere.
Absolutely not.
So the solution for this problem?
Women. Allah giving you that quality. Allah made you a mother. Allah did not ordain for a man to bear the children, to deliver the children, to breastfeed the children.
Right.
You.
Right.
You. The same exact thing that the Western world and inflecting our women was is fashion. Fashion.
Oh, this is a terrible, another epidemic.
Fashion. You see, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, يعني subhanallah, right after the story of Adam and Eve and Satan, Allah tells us, يا بني آدم, O children of Adam, لا يفتننكم الشيطان كما أخرج أبويكم من الجنة. Be careful with shaitan. He's going to try to deceive you like he did with your fathers, got them out of Jannah. What did he do? He took away their garments. ينزع عنهما لباسهما ليريهما سوآتهما. We have something. Fashion هذا الشيطان equal to fashion shaitan. It comes to our Muslim women, you got to look fashion. That's the new fashion. And at the end of the day, she's what? Taking
her clothes off.
And he succeeded. He did with Adam.
He's done his work.
He done his work, and he's doing his work. Right. So again, makeup and all of this. Why? Be beautiful for your husband. So this is another one. Comes in another thing which is so important too, which is singing. Singing.
Yeah, singing.
النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, and listen to this hadith, سيكون أقوام في أمتي. Time will come when some of my followers, حديث أبي مالك الأشعري رضي الله عنه, والحديث في صحيح البخاري معلق نعم, but Ibn Hajar connected it. سيكون أقوام من أمتي. Time will come when some of my followers يستحلون الحرى والحرير والخمر والمعازف. They will make halal these things which are haram. So these things are haram. They will make halal these things. Number one, al-hira, meaning adultery. How? Oh, I only go with that woman.
No problem.
Oh, we got a piece of paper and we wrote it. Oh Allah, you're my witness, and we're married.
Invalid marriage from the court.
Invalid. Marriage has pillars that must be fulfilled. You must go to the father, guardian of the woman. لا زواج بغير ولي. أيما امرأة نكحت زوجها نكحت نفسها بغير إذن وليها فنكاحها باطل باطل باطل. Any woman who gives herself in marriage without the permission of her husband, her marriage is invalid. Without the permission of her father, her marriage is invalid. Her marriage is invalid. Her marriage is invalid.
3 times.
3 times. Even if you write 300 pages. 400 pages. Write down. Get your friends in college to witness to the
Doesn't matter.
يسموه زواج عرفي في بلادنا.
Right.
باطل, invalid.
Invalid.
Marriage. Witnesses, 2 witnesses, father aware of it, mahar, a dowry, and announce it to the community.
This is
she
marriage.
is my wife.
This is marriage.
إنها صفية. This is صفية, my wife. كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم to the 2 companions. إنها صفية. This is my wife. So they will make halal adultery this way. الحرى والحرير, wearing silk for men. والخمر, liquor. Oh, it's you only take a little bit. Or they tell you this is Heineken, this is so and so.
I'm selling it only.
والمعازف, instrument.
And this is equal to
Music.
drugs, in my opinion, because
Music, yeah.
I believe that music is equal to drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to close the episode, inshallah. We'll continue with choosing a spouse and how the hijab and all these issues don't just affect the family, the children, the husband, the wife, and the whole community. Until next time, you guys stay tuned to your program, Building a Better Future.
And when the darkness seems so strong and you just can't go on, pray for your helping hand. You'll see the sun will rise again. You'll find the strength to carry on up to heaven where you belong. 'Cause life is but a journey for us all. We cry, we laugh, we run, sometimes we fall. But through it all, always recall, God never gives a burden too tall.